Hi. I'm going to cut this chicken in front of you. I'm going to roast it, but I thought, why not film it? Why not film me trying to take apart this chicken? I'm not very good. It's not graceful at all. But, so maybe I want to show you that. You don't really, as long as you sort of know how to cut it up, just go for it. And it could be really messy, and that's fine. Some people are super pros. I'm not. I watched a Google video on how to sort of, all the tips to know how to carve your chicken. So I'm just going to do it in front of you. I did take out the innards. I'm going to make a stock. I'm going to roast it, but I'm going to take out the spine and mix it with, with the neck. And what else do I want to put in? Well, here's all the livers. I'm going to saute that with a little butter and salt just as a snack, because you don't want to waste those because they're super good. Is this the heart? I don't know. It looks like the heart. I mean, I love heart. Chicken hearts are so good. Any kind of heart is really good to eat, except for human heart. Haha. It's Halloween. I think I could say things like that. Anyway, this is for my stock. Maybe I'll show you my stock, but here we go. I'm just going to go for it. This is all I'm going to use. I do have a really good knife I could use as well, but I'm just going to use the scissors. I don't do this well, so I don't even know why I'm showing you this, but anyway. So I have a breast side up, and there's like a little, line to cut down, so that's what I'm going to do. So the spine right now is on the bottom. So go ahead and cut your breasts in half. You really need a scissor like this because it just does all the work for you, really. It cuts through all the bones. So I'm cutting that all the way through. Oop. There we go. All the innards. All right. Ooh, it's so cold. I just took the chicken out of the refrigerator. I'm going to get a paper towel. Hold on. Here we go. There's just some, liquid here. I don't want it to get everywhere, so I'm just soaking it up. All right, now, you cut your breast in half. Let's go for it. So now I'm going to turn it this way. And if you kind of just press down on the middle, you hear a little crack. I know you probably didn't hear that. So it really just separates the sides a little more for you. So this is where, I don't know. I want to cut around the spine. And so, this is where I think I fail at it. I just kind of, there's all these divots in the chicken that kind of let you know, like guides, where to sort of cut through. So it's really about feeling the chicken to see where all these little divots are. Actually, I was going to say this is going really well so far, but I don't want to get ahead of myself. So here we are, just cutting around the spine. Because, like I said, that's what I'm going to use for the stock. There we go, just cut through a bone. All right, one side is free. Let's free the other side, shall we? All right, so it's kind of snippy. Oh, what's that? It's like you're a surgeon. Cutting. Oops, I'm like off camera. That's how intense this is getting. See, that's a big bone. I have a big bone. Oh, look at this. This is so peculiar. It's like the leg is, wow, separating. What am I doing here? What am I doing? This is embarrassing. I don't even know what I'm doing. The chicken leg has somehow, it's doing such a weird thing. It's like doesn't want to leave the spine, as if it doesn't want to be separated. I'm putting my finger in there to see where to cut around. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I swear. This is very unusual. I'm usually not this terrible. Oh, I just did it at it. Jeez. What was this going on there? It didn't want to separate. Okay. So I have the spine and some, there's a little bit of meat on it too, which also helps the stock. And I really should have my stock pot ready. Is that interesting? I just went through a little moment there with the chicken. All right, so I'm just going to put this to the side. I have to get my pot. I have to wash my hands first. Sorry, I'm not prepared. Put this a little bit of soap, because got to wash all those chicken oogies off my hands. Coming back to you. Where are you? Hello. Let me get my pot. Here we go. Putting the spine and all that in the pot, taking the neck, putting that in the pot. Come to that later. Okay, so now I just two halves, so what I have all the parts and pieces. I still want to separate, or do I? Well, I should just cut the whole thing because I talked it up to you so much. But I'm just thinking ahead, and it might be nice. This is a lot of chicken, though, for my skillet. So maybe I'm going to cut one breast off and freeze it, and then I could just use that another day. I'm going to try that. Okay. This is not making for a good video. I know that. I might not even upload this. But in case I do, I just want to keep on talking. I'm separating the breast. Wow, this chicken is so strange. I don't even know why I think it's strange. I don't even know why I think it's strange. There we are. But this is a beautiful piece, though. The thigh and the leg. This is a gorgeous piece. Oh, this chicken's going to be so good into the, you know what I'm making tonight? It's my first Go Feed Yourself with the roast chicken with the basil and the cherry tomatoes and all that. I'm making that again. And I'm making a garlic soup. roasted garlic soup. But I think the roasted garlic soup is going to be for tomorrow. But this soup, most soups are great the second day. I might have said that before. But this garlic soup in particular is really, really good the second day. The flavors really need to cool together, and then they do some magic. And then the second day when you reheat it, it's just, the flavor's more intense. All right, let me take this little wing off. I don't really know what I'm doing, but the best thing about a chicken, you can't fuck it up, I don't think. I mean, can you? Taking this thing apart? There we go. I just cut through bones. That's why I like the scissors. Wing. All right, so here's a good old breast. Big old breast. And I'm going to freeze that for another day. So that's cool. But do I want to separate the breast from the other? I think I'm just going to power through this and do that. So I'm going to just take the breast off. God, it's like, it's weird. I'll tell you it's weird. It's as if the legs and the thigh was already separated from the breast. Usually you have to cut through a bone to take the leg off, but they were already separated. So strange. I don't know. I mean, it's Halloween time. Anything can happen. All right, let me take the other wing off. I feel like I'm just supposed to snap the wing. And it comes off. Oh, God, I just got freaked out. This is not making for a good video. Or maybe it is. I don't really know. I don't even know. I just kind of freaked myself out. Something feels so bizarro about this one chicken. I can't even explain why. Okay. So let's see here. I have 2 wings, and I have all the legs and all this. And I have 2 breasts. You know what I might do? This is what I'm going to do. Sometimes it takes so long to thaw out chicken breasts. And I'm probably not going to make them for a little bit because this will already last me 2 or so days, and I just don't want to have days and days of chicken. I'm going to cut this up, each of the breasts, into chunks, put it in the food processor, mince it up, and then I can make chicken meatballs or something. You know what I mean? Chicken patties. Mix it with a little egg batter and breadcrumbs and onions and garlic and things like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to juice these up in the food processor. Okay. So, let me pause for a second because this is the worst episode of Go Feed Yourself so far, but whatever. I'll be right back. Oh, I can't even pause it. My hands are full of chicken. I can't even pause a damn thing. All right, I'm back. So, I wanted to show you this. So I'm going to make a chicken stock that I'm going to use in the soup I'm making tonight. So I'm just going to cook the broth first, or I'm just going to cook the chicken to get a broth. But look what I've been doing. I mentioned this in the video. All of my vegetable ends to things, like I have a little onion and lemon. I have some leeks and stuff, and I have a lot of skin to onions and garlic. This is all going to be a vegetable stock. Once I have enough end pieces of vegetables, it's going to make a really good vegetable stock. So I just wanted to say that I'm adding to this, and it's super great. And you know what I want to make as well is a bone broth. Get some marrow bones. So good. And make a bone broth. That's very good too. It's always nice to have a couple different broths in your freezer. So the spine with all the extra chicken parts and the neck is in here, and I filled the water up to just cover the chicken. That's all you do. And this is going to be very simple because it's going into a soup that's already going to have a lot of other wonderful flavors, so I'm not going to flavor up my stock too much because in the garlic soup will be a lot of garlic. There'll be thyme, onions, some mushrooms, so that's flavor enough. So I just really want it to be potent chicken taste, my broth. But always a bay leaf. Oh, this is a new, hold on. How do I open it? God, how do I, ow. I love to put bay leaves. Look at this. This is a knife without, like, a tip to it. That does me no good. No good! Alright. Just a disaster. Here we are. Okay, there we go. Bay leaf. Okay, I'm gonna put 1 and 2. Smells so good because it's a fresh jar of it. What else? I mean, I'm not gonna put anything. I was gonna put chili pepper flakes in it, but nope, that's not what I wanted at all. Alright, that's it. Not even gonna put any salt. And I'm just gonna boil it for, I don't know, 45 minutes or so. Something like that. And that's gonna be such a fresh stock for my soup. So, I mean, you can buy it, but, yeah, you can buy it, but also you can make it. Very easy. So whenever I buy a whole chicken, which I try to do because it's usually cheaper than buying the chicken parts, is that I just do what I did. I carve it down very eloquently and, elegantly. And, anyway, make a stock. So, I think that's it. This was a terrible episode, but I think I'm just going to post it anyway because why not? And that's it. The dinner's going to be really great, though, but I'm just going to cook the stock first. And that's it. I'm going to, look at that. I'm going to cook my chicken livers later. Chicken liver is so good. Anyway, that's a whole different story. Go feed yourself. Goodbye.